By the end of this video, you will understand why historians have argued for centuries that these two warriors should never have existed at the same time, because together, they would have been completely unstoppable.
Today we are going to settle this. Spartan versus Viking. We'll break down their training, their weapons, their psychology, and then we'll put them head to head. Let's go.
Behold, the scars of battle.
It held, but barely. The lines are breaking.
Then we forge new steel and pray it is enough.
Spartan soldiers were actually trained to steal food, and if they got caught, they were punished. Not for stealing, but for getting caught. Because in Sparta, getting caught meant you weren't good enough, was enough, not being
years
real.
Of this, what walked out the other side wasn't just a soldier. It was something the ancient world had never seen before, and honestly, has never seen since.
300 Spartans, 100,000 Persians. When the Persian king sent a messenger saying, "Surrender your weapons," the Spartan king Nida sent back 2 words. Molen drag them. Now, completely different world, completely different warrior. While the Spartans were forged by discipline and the stick, the Vikings were forged by something even more powerful, nature itself. And nature up here was absolutely brutal.
Here's what made Vikings genuinely different from every other warrior in history. They didn't fear death. They wanted it, as long as it came in battle. Because dying in battle meant Valhalla, an eternal hall where the greatest warriors feasted and fought forever. And then there were the Berserkers, elite Viking warriors who could enter a state of such pure rage that they felt absolutely no pain. Historians still can't fully explain how, but every army was the most terrifying thing they'd ever seen on a battle.
This man grew up in one of the harshest environments on Earth. He crossed oceans in an open boat. He fought in ice and storms and darkness. And he did all of it with a smile because every single day above ground was a gift from the gods.
All right, here's where it gets really interesting. Same question, different answers depending on who you ask. Let's look at the weapons.
The dory spear, 7 to 9 feet long, but here's what people miss. It wasn't just a weapon. In phalanx formation, it was part of a system, a machine of war that turned individual men into something closer to a wall of death.
The Viking battle axe was designed for one purpose: to go through things, not around them, not under them, through them. Shields, armor, helmets, it didn't matter. This weapon respected nothing.
Weapons, honestly, a tie. But here's the thing, they weren't built for the same kind of fight. And that difference is going to matter a lot in a minute.
Armor. This is where the Spartan pulls ahead, and it's not even close. Bronze plate versus chainmail. Both effective, but one of these stops a blade. The other one slows it down.
Armor goes to the Spartan. That bronze plate is a fortress. But here's what the Viking has that the scoreboard can't measure. He genuinely does not care if he gets hit. Pain is just noise to him.
Forget everything else. Forget the history lessons. This, right here, is what everyone actually wants to know. What happens when these two men meet face to face with everything on the line?
Watch the difference right here. The Spartan charges like a machine, controlled, calculated, every step trained into him since he was Odewite. The Viking charges, unpredictable versus pure primal force.
That impact, that first collision, would have been like 2 freight trains hitting each other. Neither of these men has ever been taught how to lose, and it shows. The Viking does something brilliant. He destroys the Spartan's greatest advantage. No more spear, no more range. Now they're in close, and at close range, everything changes. The Spartan is faster, more precise, every move trained 10,000 times, but the Viking does something no training can prepare you for. He takes a hit that would drop most men's, and he smiles because pain.
You fight like a coward! I'll feed you to the crows! Is that all you have? Die, Spartan dog!
Both men are at their absolute limit, both still standing. And in this moment, something extraordinary happens. 2 warriors from completely different worlds look at each other and recognize something, an equal. Because warriors like this, true warriors, they don't just recognize enemies, they recognize greatness. And standing there, bleeding in the last light of the sun, these 2 men knew they had just fought the only opponent in history truly worthy of them.
All right, the verdict. And I'm gonna give you the honest answer, not the easy one.
In a formation battle, open field, armies against armies, the Spartan phalanx wins. It was one of the most perfectly engineered killing systems in military history. Individual courage means nothing against a machine that turns 300 men into one single weapon.
But one-on-one, no formation, no system, just 2 men. The Vikings' raw aggression, his Berserker fury. You're in his absolute indifference, pinning him the edge. Training against someone you can't always.
But here's the real verdict, and this is what historians actually agree on. You are not supposed to choose a winner here. You're supposed to be in awe that both of these warriors actually existed, because nothing like them has ever existed since. Now it's your turn. Spartan or Viking, who wins your vote? Drop it in the comments right now and let's see which side takes over. The battle continues down below. If this hit different, subscribe and hit the bell. Because next time on Epicsodes, the gods go to war. Zeus versus Thor, the Stormbringer versus the Thunder God. Trust me, you are not ready for this one.